Has anybody ever heard of Four Seasons sunrooms before? You have? You've heard of it? Mm-hmm. Do you know that we're actually the largest sunroom company in the world? We're actually located in Iceland and Saudi Arabia. The two greatest extremes that one could ever have. We're in Iceland and we're in Saudi Arabia. Now I wonder why that is. I mean, how could we be in two incredible extremes? Probably because of our glass, and I'm going to talk to you about that. But that's not why we're here today. The reason we're here today is to talk about this most awesome hammer that we have. Okay, this is the newest hammer on the market. The purpose of this hammer is it's designed to put roofing nails in with one felt swoop. Okay, and I'm going to demonstrate it right now. Wait a minute, let me get a different hammer. Let me try this instead. Hold on 1 minute. This is our MC Wonder. This is one piece of our MC Wonder glass. Your glass that's in your sunroom is actually going to be twice as strong as this because there are two pieces of glass in your sunroom that are made up of this material. This is 6 times stronger than what we call annealed glass. This is fully tempered glass. And I'm going to show you a couple of features about our glass. I'd like to turn on my heat lamp here, and this lamp gets really, really hot, and I need a young man to come out of the audience here for a minute. What's your name, sir? Corey. Corey, how you doing, Corey? My name is Brian. This heat lamp here, this, by the way, reads surface temperature, okay? I'm going to put my heat lamp, Corey, what temperature do you see on that?
157.
157 degrees. That is a very, very hot lamp. Can we all agree to that? That's very hot. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this little wooden block here, and I'm going to take a piece of low E glass. Has anybody ever heard of low E glass before? Low E glass is available in a lot of high-end windows, Andersen, Pella, etc. They use low E glass. The trouble with just low E glass by itself is when put in front of heat. Corey, why don't you put your hand there and tell me what you feel?
Heat.
It's hot, huh? It's hot. See, this is great glass if you only want to use your room 100 days a year. If you only want to use your room 100 days a year, then this is what I would recommend. But the reality is, there's no real value to that. So what they've determined is that by putting two pieces of glass together with an airspace in between, they have what's called insulated glass. Okay? Now, this is supposed to be really good stuff. You've heard of this, right? This is really good stuff. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in front of the low E glass, Corey. Tell me if it's still hot.
Nope.
Still hot though, isn't it? You feel the heat? Go ahead. Put your hand there again. You feel the heat?
A little bit.
Yep, still feel the heat, absolutely. Two pieces of glass with an airspace in between and a piece of low E glass is still hot. Still, maybe you'll get 150 days out of your sunroom with this stuff. Still no real value. So this is what we use in all of our sunroom structures. This is all we use in all of our sunrooms. What do you think? Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is what we use in all of our sunrooms. This is our patented MC Wonder glass. It actually outperforms regular insulated glass that you can't see through. This is our MC Wonder glass, the same glass that I actually hammered that nail into a piece of wood with. Two pieces of glass and airspace in between. Corey, tell me what you feel.
No heat.
No heat at all. Try it again. No heat at all, huh?
No heat.
Now that's why we are able to have sunrooms in Iceland and in Saudi Arabia and all over Wisconsin. In fact, there's a map back there of sunrooms in your neighborhood. We put flags on every street, and you're welcome after this little story I'm telling to go up and look for a sunroom in your neighborhood because there probably is one there. That's a little bit about our glass. Now, please note that on that blue piece of paper behind you there, it says rate our glass. Okay, now the options are poor, fair, good, and excellent, and you're welcome to even put down wow if you think it's better than excellent. If you can go ahead and fill in next to that, please rate our glass for us. Pretty awesome stuff, huh? Now, Corey, how old are you? 14 years old. Do you have any brothers, sisters?
I have one brother.
How old is he? 13. You guys play with sticks?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I understand. Do you have screens in your house, folks? Sure. What's the biggest issue with screens, aside from cleaning them? Holes, right? I'm going to show you something about our screens. These screens come in all of our operable windows, okay? I happen to like big fat pens, and this is a pretty big fat pen. And I'm going to take that pen, and I'm going to gouge some nasty holes in this screen right here. And then I'm going to rub them out. You like that, huh, Corey? That's pretty neat. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to gouge some big fat holes in it, and then I'm going to rub it out. Think of a rubber band when it's stretched. You can stretch it, and it comes back to its original form. It's the same general principle as our screen system. It remembers its original state of manufacturing. It has a resiliency to it, and this is what we use in all of our sunrooms. It's really amazing stuff. There's a little spot there that says please rate our screens, and I'd sure appreciate it if you would. Now, folks, we talked about our screens and we talked about our glass, and I got to tell you, that's only two factors of our sunroom. Very, very important factor, and we're here in Wisconsin where today it's probably 25 degrees outside, but sometimes it drops to, 10 below zero easily, okay? Anybody familiar with dry ice? Sure. Dry ice actually puts out a temperature, of 150 degrees below zero. 150 degrees below zero. I have 20 pounds of dry ice in this container here. And as I open up the lid, you'll notice my hand is right here, okay? I got a gauge in there, 150 degrees below zero. Covered with that is our Advantage Thermodeck. This is what we use in all of our sunroom structures. OSB on the bottom, insulation, and airfoil. It makes up a deck system that gives you an R value of 42.5, an R42.5. I'm going to take a surface reading of our desk here, and we're at 67 degrees. Of our deck system, we're at 67 degrees. We're at 67 degrees, and we're 150 degrees below zero down here. Could you ever see using anything else in your floor system? Go ahead and rate our floor system, please. Now, folks, I do want to talk to you about something else, because the main objection I hear from folks, the main reason people say, gee, you know what, I want to do a room, but I just don't know what it's going to look like on my house. I don't know how it's going to look. I don't want it to look like it's plopped on the side of my house. It's got to look like it's always been a part of my house, and that's just true. And it should. But sometimes folks just have a tough time visualizing things. Do you have a hard time visualizing things? One of the things we do, and we're really, really proud of this, and I'm going to walk over to my laptop here and I'm going to show you something here. Do you remember the entrance of the home show that you folks walked through? Yes. Did it have a sunroom on it? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. And it certainly didn't have this sunroom on it either. You see, with our state-of-the-art technology, we can show you what your room would look like on your house before we even build it. Now, you parked in the parking lot, right? You didn't take the bus. I took the bus over here, and I wanted to see what a sunroom would look like on the bus. See, we could put a sunroom on anything, folks. Anyway, that's what we call our virtual rendition. And we think that's really important, don't you? Why don't you go ahead and rate the concept of a virtual rendition, folks? Now, here's the toughest part, folks, because, we've done a lot of rooms, and I thought it was important to put together a couple of names of rooms in this general neighborhood that we've done. So I managed to scrape up one or two names, and I'd like to show them to you, of rooms that we've done.
Wow. Wow.
Do you have any questions on references?
No.
I'm going to hang that right up over here. I'm sorry?
Never mind.
Anyway, that's who we are. And our customers are our greatest voice of our product. They're such a great voice that they've actually opened up their homes to us the day after the home show. In fact, what we offer folks is this Monday night between the hours of 5 and 7 p.m., and you'll notice that blinking flag and that map over there is where we're having our open house. And we invite folks to come and check out our product and talk to our customers and say, you know what, Brian, talk to me about the glass. How does it really work? And they're going to say, you know what, it's great. Brian, talk to us about the floor. How does it really work? And they're going to say, it's great. It's very, very, our customers are really the best voice. For you folks, it's so important. And for stopping by this open house, we'll give you a $10 gift card to Menards just for stopping by. Just for stopping by. And I'll also let you know that we don't charge for showing you what your sunroom would look like on your house. Show me how many folks would like to see their sunroom on their house. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. We'll be right with you. Thank you very, very much. And thanks for letting me do the presentation, folks.